Every Nigerian must be instrumental to the growth and development of our nation through the use of innovative energy and idea to lead and initiate policies that will sustain the economy and enhance good governance. With all the financial turmoil facing the world, it has become pertinent for exchange of new ideas that will enhance good governance. Please subscribe to our channels, listen to our messages and engage with us. With your support, we can transform the lives of all Nigerians. Welcome to the Season 2 of the NESG Radio.
Hello everyone and welcome to the NESG Radio. Today, we'll be discussing the importance of food safety to the public and Nigerians as a whole. My name is Sheriff Aderibigbe and I work with the Nigerian Economic Summit Group. Today, here with us, we have Mr. Femi Stephen. He's a food safety expert and he works with the Federal Ministry of Health in Nigeria. So the topic of discussion today is why food safety matters to Nigeria, making the case for policy and legislative reforms. Mr. Femi, you're welcome to the NESG Radio.
Thank you very much.
So let's start by saying, we know we have a National Food Safety and Quality Management Committee, that ensures that the various ministries, departments, and agencies, of government aligns their work as regards food safety mandate in Nigeria. So we would like to know, what are the global best food safety practices that this committee has adopted?
Yes, so thank you very much. Thank you, the audience, for listening. Food safety basically is about sectoral issue, cuts across various ministries, departments, agencies, and various sectors of the economy. However, the National Food Safety Management Committee was established to ensure that it can coordinate all these various sectors together. And that's the idea of food safety management system in general, because across the world, there needs to be the best practice is to have one food safety coordinating mechanism or one food safety authority. And that is what the National Food Safety Management Committee tries to adopt in doing that. So it also serves as a referee to ensure that everybody is in line with what they are expected to do. It also creates synergy across different MDAs where they have multiplicity of roles and things like that. So it tries as much as possible to streamline the activities to ensure that they don't overlap and improve the ease of doing business. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for that explanation. Currently, we know there's an existing National Food Safety and Quality Management Committee, but would like to know what are the challenges that this committee has faced since its existence. As we know, the committee was inaugurated like 8 years ago.
Yes, you are right. The committee has been in existence since 2015 January, when it was inaugurated by the former Minister of Health. However, it has had challenges, notably poor visibility from the political class. So usually the work is unrecognized. Then, of course, we're expected to have regular meetings, and we have issues with regular meetings over the years. And so we've been having that challenge because of funding, poor funding, and then also, and which is the most important challenge we've had, is the delay in the passage of the Food Safety and Quality Bill, which is currently at the National Assembly, because the bill actually to establish legally National Food Safety Management Committee to give it a legislative backing. So without that, it's just established based on the policy of 2014, but not a list body. Thank you.
All right, sir. So moving forward from the challenges that this committee has faced, so the past 8 years, what are the success stories, that the National Food Safety and Quality Management Committee has had?
So we've looked at raising awareness across different states in the country. We've trained food handlers across the country, various food safety management systems. We've also tried to ensure that relationship between MDAs are harmonized. That's ministry, departments, agencies harmonized. And then also we try to develop the food safety and quality bill, which I mentioned earlier. These are some of the success stories that the committee has been able to achieve in the last 8 years.
All right. Thank you, sir, for that insightful explanation. So far, we've discussed the challenges and the success stories, but we know there has to be a couple of lessons that the committee has adopted, for future references. So what lessons exactly, has the committee learned of so far in the past 8 years?
The challenges that we've had have given us some way forward into what we need to do for the next 5 to 7 years. And one of the lessons learned is that it is quite difficult to bring MDAs together when the political class is not in tune with what we are actually doing. So we've tried, or we are trying to ensure that the political class are now in tune with food safety across board. So those are the that's the major lesson we've learned. And then also we've also learned that we need to improve advocacy at all levels, federal level, state level, local government level, and then to include the private sector as much as possible to ensure that food safety system is built holistically in the country.
All right, sir. So we know that the World Food Safety Day is on the 7th of June this year. On a lighter note, what is your favorite food? What food can you eat at any time of the day?
I would say I'll eat beans at any time of the day, morning, afternoon, evening. I love bread as well. So those on the lighter note, yeah. So for those that don't like beans, I'll tell you to eat more beans.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. So as we said, the World Food Safety Day is on the 7th of June. What are the major highlights, or what are the activities that you have planned for that day?
Okay. Yeah, so the UN established World Food Safety Day in 2018 to raise awareness on food safety, because year after year we see increased number of infections and toxic hazard, biological chemical residues in our food. And we've tried as much as possible to do a lot of activities since 2018 to bring up awareness on this issue. But for this year, we have a ministerial press briefing, which will be done with the minister will give us a press briefing on that. And we also have a food exhibition where it's targeted at the small scale industrialists to exhibit one or two things where we can correct what they are doing, how we can praise what they are doing, and things like that to give them encouragement. We also have street walk to raise awareness across the Federal Capital Territory. Then we will also have a panel discussions on topical food safety issues. We will also have inauguration of food safety champions. What I mean by food safety champions, when we go to our marketplaces, we need to have people that are at the forefront of ensuring that food is marketed and stored in safe and wholesome manner to ensure food safety. So we need to have food safety champions at popular markets, big markets across the country. So we are trying to do the first stage of having food safety champions in the country.
All right. Thank you, sir. So as we mark the World Food Safety Day, what are the major takeaways or the major things that Nigerian citizens should know in terms of public health quality assurance, and the activities that the ministry has in this respect?
Okay, so when we talk about public health, we will look at the foodborne diseases that are caused by consumption of unwholesome foods. And they can be severe or mild, and they can also be acute or chronic. We've had several cases and some outbreaks across the country in the past few years. Recent one was the outbreak in Kano State. But be that as it may, we are all food consumers. We love to eat our food, take our drinks, and it is in our interest to ensure that foods we eat or purchase are safe and we have the power to drive this change. So we can, as people, prevent foodborne disease by promoting good food safety practices at farm level, when we store our foods, how we transport our foods, at retail outlets, and even when we prepare and serve our foods at home. We need to transform the food safety system to deliver better health for ourselves. We also need to share that responsibility. Incidentally, we have a draft food safety policy. Is a review of what we currently have, and one of the major highlights in that policy, in the draft policy, is shared responsibility. And we cannot, as government alone or as food producers alone, take responsibility for food safety if the consumers don't also take responsibility for food safety. So I will implore Nigerian citizens to actually take responsibility for the food that you eat. It is very, very important. If you don't buy foods that are bad, you won't have problems on the long run. The WHO has 5 keys for safer foods, and it involves keeping your foods clean, separating raw and cooked food. You need to cook thoroughly. You need to keep food at safe temperatures, and also use safe water and raw materials. So it is important that while we do this, we'll ensure that everybody is safe from contaminated food.
All right. Thank you, sir. So as we commemorate this year's World Food Safety Day, what makes this year different from the activities that has been, done over the years?
Yes. So last year and the previous year, last 2020, we couldn't celebrate World Food Safety Day because of the COVID-19 lockdown. Last year, 2021, we tried to celebrate it, but was low key because of still some of the COVID-19 restrictions were still there. So we had some level of hybrid and low key celebration. But this year, it will be a different, we want to make it more elaborate. We want to go out. We want to leave the confines of our office or confines of the room and go outside to the street to make advocacy. And then, as I said earlier, we have food safety champions that will lead the cry for safe food consumption at market levels. And then we'll exhibit at the venue of the event. From small scale industrialists will exhibit their products, and we'll try to see how to correct them, what they need to do, especially when it comes to packaging materials, when it comes to how to store their foods, when it comes to how to preserve them for longer shelf life to ensure viability of the food even after production. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, for your insightful explanation. Thank you, our audience, for being a part of today's interesting program. You can learn more about the NESG's advocacy on food and drug safety by visiting www.foodorado.ng. You can also listen to other interesting conversations by visiting www.nesgroup.org/podcast. For further information on food safety, check out the Twitter handle at foodsafety_NGA. At foodsafety_NGA. Thanks once again. See you